Hi everyone! Oh my god, dancing cat emoji. Oh my god, I love that. Love, that's so cute. I love that. Also, yeah, I'm still here. I didn't mute my mic this time, so... Oh gee, hi. Hi. I got rained on by fluff. Ooze? Well, forgive me, ooze? Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna need your beans' help with something. Our dear lovely Fluffarex gifted me a game last night at Spirit Fair. That also made me remember that our dear Lone Shadow Wolf gifted me another game called the Stanley Parable, or Parable? Stanley Parable, I think it's called, like Ultra Deluxe. I don't know anything about these two games. I know nothing about the Stanley Parable or Spirit Fair, other than, hey, two beans gifted me these games. I don't know which one I want to play, though. So I figured I'd let you beans pick what I'm playing today, because I don't know. Because both look really fun. I know nothing about these games. No one has told me anything. I didn't even know they existed. I mean, I knew Spirit Fair existed. Stanley Parable. It's okay. We're gonna run a poll just to we'll do it the official way, okay? Okay. So what we're gonna do is have our dear Ritsu make a poll for probably about like 5 minutes, I want to say. And you guys can vote. I only have my little screen out to make it look like I'm doing something important. I can totally type stuff with these. Yeah, I gave you a time. Imagine that. Yes, I gave a time. More praise. Thank you for the head pats. But yeah, we'll have Ritsu set up the poll for 5 minutes between Spirit Fair and the Stanley Parable, whatever the fuck it's called. You guys can vote on that, and then we'll play it. Poll is up. Okay, poll is up. I'm not gonna look at it. You beans get to vote. Because why not? I had to try to attack, but TTS said no. Oh, I forgot about tits. I don't feel like setting it up right now, though. It's okay. I accept head pats, though. But yeah. Those two games look like it'd be really fun. I know we spent all day yesterday just watching memes, which isn't bad. It was really fun. But today, I want to get right into the game. So I'm giving us the 5 minutes to deal with this. Which will be fun. I have no idea what I'm getting into. But I have you beans with me. I feel like... I was told that there's like narration in that game. I guess there's like a narrator or something. So I am going into this completely blind. Okay. But we'll be okay. I have no idea what to expect though. But I will say though that I am slowly getting to 100%. I do work tomorrow. However, which means recharge time, if anything. Also, I don't know how you guys slept, but... What if I try to make myself a woman 5 minutes later? Shit, I'm hot. Being a female, you always gonna be hot. Always hot. I mean, guys can be hot too. For both, well, everyone can be hot. I think females have a little bit higher on the scale. Just a tiny bit. I've seen gender bent fluff. Oh. I am just Ritsu. Well, you've already seen me gender bent and everything. I got them hips. I got hips. Male form. I've been called a femboy in my male form. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Like, I still have that feminine. You got fucking thighs. Don't you already have official art if you gender bent though, Wolf? Or is that just RP side? Probably RP side. I think. I don't have to worry about getting gender bent art because I already have me as a male as it is. But I wasn't sure if I'd call myself like a femboy. I got told I was slutty waist as my default. I got thighs. I got booba and thighs. Oh, redone it and improved. Nice. I'll make gender bent art of you being an Apache attack helicopter. Look, I'm obviously a Blackhawk, so get it right. You seen a booba? Well, obviously, I got nerfed. You see this seal on my head? All my lovely assets got removed. I probably have some booba, but you probably just can't tell. I don't want to be Apache though. Marked with chair force. How dare you put me in there with the chair force? That is a big insult. Bigger than insulting a Marine. Calling them a chair forcer. How dare. I am Army. I am a ground pounder. Not a crayon eater or a chair forcer. Ground pounder. This is legit a thing that they call a nickname that the Army has. Literally, like, Marines are usually called, like, jarheads. But that this pullover is stolen from it, too. Well, if I told you I stole it from you. I look like a depressed little girl. I mean, I won't lie. I do feel depressed. But that's understandable, because, yeah, I'm still dealing with the death of a friend. So, I will admit, I don't feel fully myself, but... I got such a pullover. You don't check your closet often, do you? Has a paw print and everything, because wolf. Or maybe I stole it from Fluff. I don't know. I remember I stole it from somebody. I just don't know who. Oh god, Stanley Parable one. Oh my god. Yeah, I see that. Am I gonna, like, perish in this game, or what? The clothes don't need to clean up if I'm not sweating in my skeleton form. Even my ex still my sweater on my closet now. No, I'm not your ex stealing clothes out of your closet. I'm your friendly neighborhood Nagitsune that is stealing your clothes. I steal clothes regardless. You know, Ray, good old bun boy Ray, I stole his hoodie. I still have it somewhere. I just don't know where. I mean, I could pull that up and actually wear that, but I like this outfit. Don't worry though. We'll get this seal figured out. I feel like the moment we remove this seal, we'll be okay. So, I may need to put shockers on your clothes. Why on my clothes? Why are you gonna put shockers on that? Holy but cheesy gordita crunch. Fluff, did you know those are like my favorite things from like Taco Bell? I broke H gel. Ah. I will admit some of my toggles haven't been working today, so I'll have to redeem that next stream. Time for me to learn how to actually cook it. Oh god. That's not bad. But are you beans ready for the Stanley Parable? I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but... Wait, wrong thing. Wrong one again. There we go. I got gamepad. I'm ready to game. If I remember my toggles right. It's not too hard. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I'm shrinking, don't mind me. We're gonna go right over here. Just like this. If I remember anything. Rude. Rude. And then Ritsu, if you will.
This is just a threat.
I'm hydrating. But Ritsu, if you will you please change the game for me? While I mess with something. You guys are just small. We can have this a little bit bigger. Like right there. There we go. Alright, let's get this started. I have no idea what I'm gonna be getting myself into. And it's loading. Just experience it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'd like subtitles, please. Please, and... Oh, does this not have controller support? Do I have to use, like, my keyboard? Oh, no, I do. Okay. I will experience it. I like how I have Korean, Japanese, and then Chinese right there. Okay, I'd like English, please. No. I can't see shit, so... Haha. What time is it? Oh no, it should be 7... 8:12 for you, that means it's 7:12 for me. Thank you. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Alright, are you guys ready? Is there anything I should know before I start this game? Or are we just ready to, like, get into it? I like how the computer just kind of goes into itself. Get going? Okay. The end is never the end is loading. I'm on it! I'm on it!
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job
is that my age right now? Am I 427?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm not happy, though.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh, am I alone?
In all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Can I sit back down? Oh, that is really... just, ooh. Oh, hey, there's coffee. Can I crouch? No, can I... I can tap on stuff. Look, if I keep hitting buttons, they'll let me go through it, right? Can I mess with stuff? I guess not. Okay. Anything over here? No. Okay. Oh man, they locked me out. Can I go in here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where is that at? Other Cup says I love Mondays. Can I grab this?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, if I don't want to listen to
Stanley
him.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You called out. Oh. No, turn that on. Oh, I can crouch. Can I go under the desk? I could just crouch. Boop, boop. Why can't I get in these other doors, though? Oh. North under the desk? I think I should be under the desk. This the meeting room? Did I just see something over there? You don't get to work. Nope.
Go! Go, go, go! Let's do this! Let's move! Come on!
Is this a horror game? I'm going. I'm just exploring a little bit. Oh, there's a door over there. Can I go over in here? Well, over here. Guys, we can't go in the door that says 420. I guess we go over here. No. I can't mess with that either. Is this the meeting room? How about this? Door looking for is 469.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm
Hydrate.
a spiteful.
This
oh,
is just a
hydrate.
threat.
Okay. That's the door I'm laughing. We're gonna go in the door on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Huh? What's the thing? Can I go in here? Oh, why that's there. Look, why would I listen to the narrator? I gotta be a spiteful little shit.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay, but plot machine. Can I do that?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Totally worth it. But also a drink machine.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow, I'm getting called out. What if I wanted some coffee?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message. But
I'm
at
having
last,
creep.
he had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Look, I'm just saying. Can I hide under desk? No. Oh, what's that noise? Do not lie. If you're lying, stop right now. Stop right now, stop. That's actually kind of funny. Where are we going? Oh, I need a key card for that. Okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo. Can I die in this game? Can I die? Can I jump off the cargo lift? I don't want to listen.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Again. Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not your enemy, me. I'm doing it again. I'm going to jump off. They can't stop me from plunging to my own death.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I'm jumping again. I'm jumping again.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't like being tickled, though.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I jump again. Will it say the same thing?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, okay. Same thing, yeah. Well, I want to continue going that way. It's funny.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, we're gonna keep going that way. I don't listen. Who listens? I don't listen.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is pretty funny.
The lounge was sublime. A work of
this
art.
is different.
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
This is my life. This is what I live for, is this lounge room.
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I will make all my
I'm not
decisions.
asking for me, I'm asking for her.
You made a
This is
mistake.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh, that's a dark room. Can I? Shit, okay. Oh, it's a phone!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach
No,
out to
let
her.
me out!
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Why is he so sad? I don't want to listen. I trust no one. I am... Door. Door. Door, let me out! Is it gonna make me pick up the phone? I don't want to pick up the phone. I can't get out. Do I have to? Mysterious light? I think it's gonna make me, isn't it? I don't trust him with sex. I don't touch that phone. I don't have to? Okay. Why are there so many cigarettes here? I want out. Let me out! No. Eh. Oh wait, can I just...
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed
pick up
him,
the phone.
filling him not just with radiance, but with hope.
I unplugged
Hope
the
for a life
phone.
reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Oh god, what have I done?
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one
Oh, I'm
another.
married.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not
Oh, God,
possible.
what's going
I can't
on?
believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch.
Wait.
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best
I'm
part
being
of
educated.
being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Bug burger.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the
Am I not
person
real?
to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What am I practicing?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to
Oh,
a healthy
Gator.
decision-making process.
This is so cute.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Can't read.
Ah, welcome back.
Forklifts.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, do I have to go back? I have to go all the way. They're making me go all the way back.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Damn it.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
No, you can't jump. We disabled it. I can. No, I can't jump to my death. That's bullshit. I should be able to jump to my death if I feel like it. Well, if I went back, I guess I'll follow. Well, I tried.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, I want to break everything. Yeah, I really am breaking this world. Look at me. Ritsu, I'm being you. I'm breaking the world. This way. Oh no, they're gonna make me really have to go that way. Oh. I guess I do have to go down this door.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Can I sit
Is
on
it
this?
better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh god! I'm sorry! It's like frame scissoring.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
What the fuck did I
Here in this
do?
pile of rubbish. With you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
And?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard.
He sounds
on
like a
it.
DM master.
I tried so hard to make behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When
Sorry, but
Stanley
no.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
If I
All
keep being
right.
bad, what will happen?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna try. Oh. Damn. It's already broken.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
My inner yokai
All right.
is coming out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on right. Got it.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as
I
Stanley
think I
would.
can.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, if I just don't enter a door, I get back out. Yeah. Mr. Narrator. Well, if I don't want to go in that way, you're gonna really make me? You know what? Choice is really hard. I don't know if I'm up to this. Picking things, it's kind of hard. Actually, you know what? I could just go through with this and then fuck up along the way. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, that's how you... Calm and productive work environment? What? Everyone is unique, you most of all. Am I? Charts and slides. That's kind of funny that they have all this. Read it with charts, same slide. Why is there so many things? Please, no more charts. I'm begging. Boss appreciation minute worksheet circle top 20 things almost about your boss. Felt a triplicate. Boss appreciation specialist. Conflict. Yourself more inclined to conflict unless you know the kind of person that initiates conflict. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. What are your futures for the dream? Mitosis? Pollution? Transcend. Comatose. What's a comatose? This game is really unique. I like this. I also like being a bad fox though and not listening. There's a closet. Can I get in here? That's a broom closet. We might have a broom in there. I want in. I want in. Let me in. Yeah. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hello, boss. Where are we going? It's a Barthy throne list. I see some. Yeah, that'd be for my CV stuff. Why can't I ever open doors? Why is the boss's office so fancy?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Most expensive
unraveled,
boss.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode.
Business
He had seen it on his
strategy?
boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
What's with these
Stanley had been trained
pictures?
never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Why does that say panda? Look at that panda. It's just his business strategy. Wait, lilies by cloud.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Me. What does that say?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't speak. I'm a mute.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, what happened?
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Oh,
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Oh, I made him say.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
I'm trying, my man.
This is more important than you can ever know.
I'm been spirited the way out of my body.
Yes. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I did not hear desk. Please leave a message after the beep.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I feel terrible now. I'm sorry. I can't do anything. Okay. That was me being extremely mischievous and not listening at all. I will only be slightly mischievous this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Turning off all the computers.
Memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find
mess
a
with that.
trick. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh. What does that mean? Does that do something for me? There's a thing here. What does that mean for me? I feel like I found a secret and I can't do anything about it. What do I do with that? Well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I'll do
he
slightly
entered the door on
mischievous.
his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Man. Okay, I'm ready to go now.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, what's in here?
And got back on track.
Where is this taking me?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh, this poor guy. I'm sorry.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Van.
No. This isn't right
am I?
at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to,
What's my employee number?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Can I do that again? That was really cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't turn that off. I feel like I'm finding new things. There were so many screens. There were so many. Oh, that one computer though. Let me go back. That thing said input received, so... Maybe that meant something? Computer? Well...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Am I in the back rooms? Oh, this is like back rooms. Like, I don't know if I like that. Maybe over here? You know, I like these paintings. Oh, what the fuck?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah! Nah, I was in the back rooms. I was totally in the back rooms.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Boop. Boop boop. No, no boop boops. Okay.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering
What did I
this
do?
wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'm bad at following directions. Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Really bearable adventure life.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This is fun. I like how it keeps getting different and different. And I did something for that one computer. Oh, okay. We're going this. Oh, solitaire. I can't play it.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
How about the other way?
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination
still a story.
Oh,
Simply by the act
okay.
of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Wait. What is this here? Okay. I'm being a good bean. What the fuck just happened? Flipping? I think I just almost glitched through the game.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
What was that again? Oh.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Well, I'm back in my office. Let's try that again. Oh. Oh.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Damn. You know what? We tried.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
We're in a relationship? It's not like you're...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Anyone else getting like the backroom vibes? I'm getting like hella backroom vibes from this place.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so
Okay.
I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I feel like I'm breaking this poor man.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
After a long time, Stanley died.
Really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Oh.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
This is my
Why
first
don't I
time
get to
playing
decide?
this.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
After a long time.
It can't be. I don't want it to be.
This gets
I don't
me.
want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart
it wasn't
the game.
even
I
a
won't
choice.
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
The ending of this one's pretty good.
Something happened?
That's good to know. This is new for me.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh god! What just happened? I'm breaking everything! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oop.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Kinda
simply
scary.
missed the memo.
It kinda is. I'm not gonna lie. More input. I don't know what that means for me. I'm turning off all these means though. I have to... Oh, I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there. Okay, okay. Do I listen or do I not listen?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right door it is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a
love
way
going
he had
this way.
never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
That's fine.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, so if I get off, I get an ending. I had a feeling it was that way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I will listen. We'll go this way. Now I'm locked in.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
The weird
Feeling
table.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ooh. What's in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, there's stuff here. There's something in here, I bet. This door is finally open. There is something in
There was
here.
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
No,
No reason to still be here.
no, you don't want me in here, so I'm gonna stay in here now. Out of spite. That's his broom. This is my broom now.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
And is this an ending?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
The door is open. I want to be in the room. That's all. That's all I want.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I love he's so upset by me being in this closet. I live despite this narrator. I even jumped to my death like 3 times.
Somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
Is that a thing?
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Guys, is this concerning? You guys like the broom closet? I like the broom closet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's all baby.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Bruh.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen
Guys, I'm dead, I guess.
number of your countless human physiological
I'm dead, apparently.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
This guy is so
that the
salty.
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh. I miss it. He stops talking after this. That's funny though. I'm.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oop. Oh, they don't care, do they? That's funny though. I like the fact. Can I show? Oh. I can shut myself in here. I like that he gets so upset that I was in here. I need to explore, but I'm guessing that's it, right? I can leave this glorious, nice broom closet. I guess, yeah, he'll stop talking. I just find it funny that I can just stay in here. We'll leave. Bye, broom closet!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walks
down
upstairs
here?
to his boss's office.
Ooh, this is kind of spooky.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my
We having
thoughts
like a
and thought.
existential
I really
crisis?
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
What a big lie. Well, I'm trapped!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Oh, God.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What the fuck? Why did I get so fucking intense? What kind of game is this?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by
I
the
fucking
body of
died.
a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Damn.
And by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Damn. I can't believe we just fucking died. That was like, a thing. Huh.
All
Man.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Boop. I go back there, what's gonna happen? Input. Input, input. Nothing needs my input now. So what happens if I go back to the maintenance room and do all that over again?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Actually, doesn't this show me
This
like
was
the broom
not the correct
closet?
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
He just
first,
like me,
just
for
to
real, for
admire.
real.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Okay, did not expect
Eager
that.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No one is
Yet
here.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Guys, there it
decided
is.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yes!
Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Man, he really don't like the broom closet. It's so funny though. Man, he really don't like my broom closet, does he? I don't know why. Fighting this narrator is really funny. I really like it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll go up this time. I don't want to like die. Can I go over here though? Ooh. I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Sorry. That's a lovely purse. Damn. I can't see my reflection. I don't exist. It's nice that I can open doors now, though. Can I open this door? Ooh. Ooh. We go up or down? Okay, what happens if we go down? Why is there elevator music? What the fuck? That's actually really funny. Oh, he's dancing. You can hear him singing to it. Oh my god. It is. I like it. Did I just go in the same direction? No. I want to go. What happens if I go up? Can I go up? Does this actually not do anything? Oh look, the guy likes some good music. I can't deny him that. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. Okay, okay. Business strategy. I don't know why it's like that. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
This is 7-5.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'll leave. Fuck, I can't. It's over here. Oh fuck. Am I lost? Oh. Is that? Okay. This game is like oddly dark sometimes. It just gets that vibe and I'm like, oh, okay. That's a thing, I guess.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This one says escape. I only go through escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You know, I'm down for that. Let me die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I will. I guess I'm going down. That's a weird noise. Nope. Oh, they're gonna like let me die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Why is there a
He
death
doesn't know
machine
the
here?
whole story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
I'm just gonna
So he
pluck it.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Damn. No?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Maybe not.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Hello, what's this? Ooh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life
It's my
the same.
office!
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Haha, boop. The office. Damn. Button sounds? Well, I guess I'm fucking dead. Imagine that. That leads up. Does this way lead up too? The Stanley's afterline? Afterlife. Oh, I see.
Red button.
What?
Power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley pushed the number 6.
2 years?
Stanley stood on the snow.
That's kind of funny, actually. I like this. This is kind of cool. Freedom ending. Oh. Oh, there's so many things here. That's so cool. It's ending. I see, I see. I wonder if I can go back and just like not listen to the guy and then pick up the phone and see what happens. I guess I'll go this way.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I have no idea what's going on.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I just have to do that. That's kind of cool. Okay, but also broom closet.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Boop. Impulse at its finest. I guess so. Hey, room closet, yeah? I am curious though. If I were to go back
Stanley came to a set of two
that,
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
if I went all the way to the right to the phone room, if I answered the phone, I wonder what would happen. But I will follow this room. I'm looking for that lovely broom closet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
My room closet, why would you do this to me? It was my only safe space. Why do you hate me so? Bitch. My room closet. I don't get room closet. That's not fair.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine, fine. I'll go into the boss office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Oh, my
discover
God.
not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright. I'll listen. I'll be good. Some A in the keypad and it'll say 8. Ah, I wish I did that now. We'll get there.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, now we're up here, aren't we?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now this is the old content? Really? Buttons.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There are so many things here. How do I dismantle the controls? Oh. Ooh, okay. I see stuff. Maybe I do like countdown? Is that it? No, no, there's something here. I don't know where. But there'll be a thing. Why is the floor all the way up there? How do I get up there? Oh, I see. Okay, so I hit... Let me in! Okay, maybe I do 1, 2 then. Hmm. 2, 1... No. It's 2, 1 something. The noises make sense. Nope. I don't know how to do this. My brain power isn't this high. Maybe I gotta hit this one. I mean, my brain wants to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but I don't know. If I had to count stuff, I could probably do that, but I don't know what they want. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm good at puzzles. I mean, I like to think I am, but usually they give me like a little clue, you know? Or maybe it's like, is it color coordinated? I mean, like two. I did this. And then if I did that, maybe not. I think there's only 2 of that color. I don't know. Kinda hard to see. What's down here? Nothing. Okay. Maybe I'll just go over here. Brain go over. My brain doesn't have the capacity to do it right now.
When at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
Bitch.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
I have to charge stuff?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood.
Oh,
I'm gonna die
5.
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
5.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
You're
Other
keep pushing
times,
5.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red
2?
button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
I just hit
you're
3
in
on
for
that.
quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Oh.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
I
seconds
guess. I
until
don't
a big
know.
no ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Well, I
from the
tried.
moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I tried. I don't know. That was something. I usually don't do good on time crunch puzzles, but I think I had an idea on what to do.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
Question, if I just do this to a narrator, will he get annoyed with me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Maybe
mean?
not.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna try something though. Boop. New content. It's in here.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know what this means. Oh god. I don't know what's going on.
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley
is
Parable
recent.
Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Huh.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
Narrator,
yet,
I don't know why
but
you
I'm
hate me
sure
so
it's
much.
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I'm ready.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump! I can jump to my death. Yeah! I can keep jumping. I know this does for me, but let's go. I can't believe I can jump now. For me, they're limited. What? Yeah, they're limited!
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
Man, I
Stanley,
didn't know they were limited.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I don't
If this
know.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Are we friends now? Can you try to murder me? I don't know about this.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Okay, fine. I'll listen for once. Not gonna murder me again, are you? Am I dead? Did I get murdered by the narrator for actually listening to him?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Ooh!
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
My guy, I think you're really into this. Oh look, there's me that when I died. Who am I? My name is Stanley. Oh, man, I can't sit on there. The fuck is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created.
This is a weird shrine.
Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
Wait.
it's nothing. It's no games at all.
Wait.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Did you just compare this to fucking Skyrim? What's on here? No, let me in. Fuck. That's not fair. I guess that's me. So what's
Here's
this?
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
I can't
The Stanley
read.
Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a
Architecture?
game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Can't I go this way? No? Okay, what's this say?
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
Oh, no.
The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Why are you so
Trying to be
angry?
funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Very, very interesting.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well...
This is pretty funny.
But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh,
Like
narrator.
I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Narrator, you sure you want that? It's over here. Ah, just a room, just a room. Okay. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just...
Oh my God, narrator, I'm so sorry.
Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the...
Oh no.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Are we
about
dating?
Everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place
Oh
and not
my
moved
God.
for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning.
What do you mean
wheel
that's
of missed
enough?
opportunities.
We started this, we're
I
gonna
felt
finish it.
nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
I think he's dead. I don't know what that's about, but okay.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful...
We're talking about... You know, I think he's fine, okay? Look, we're just pushing button. Push the button.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I want to listen to that. Hello, narrator. Hello, I am back. I guess you don't care. Let's keep going. Oh fuck, okay. If I keep waiting, I'll get out of here. Yeah, slowly getting there. Okay, more button pressing. I can see the light! If I keep waiting, we can get out of this fucking prison. Again! Oh, I like this. Look at these trees. It's like Stray all over again. I get out of here? I'm still stuck in this room. I think the narrator set me up. Oh man, everything's gone again. Man, it was so nice. Maybe it is. I don't like that noise. Get me out of here. Oh, I can get out. But also button. Can I push button again? I don't think I can push button again. Oh, we got. I mean, really, we're just in a safe, huh? Well, if I remember survival... Oh, okay. This is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oop.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. Wait. You think they'll let me into the room closet again this time? Oop. Oh, no input this time.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
New content.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
What is it this time, narrator? What are we doing this time, huh? You're very, I know we got off on the wrong foot here, but I'm very, very curious on what we got. I won't waste my jumps again this time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one
The
step
Stanley
even
Parable.
further, which is
I think
why
you got me
I'm
this
very
game,
proud
or
to
somebody else
announce
did.
for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Is it?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Who
concepts,
took the red marker?
that surely the
Me.
game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Am I supposed to go sit up here? No? Okay. What? No. The drawing supposed to maintain status recently. Oh, you got Valhalla? I heard that one has mixed reviews, I've heard.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
You can hear my name? I'm worried. Is it actually gonna say my real name?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Let's see.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
I want
Jim.
you to imagine yourself
Jim.
living
My
as
name's Jim. Jim, Jim,
sleeping
Jim,
and
Jim,
waking
Jim.
as Jim.
Jim, Jim.
Falling in love and
Jim,
being
Jim, Jim, Jim.
heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's
Jimmy.
possibilities
No,
as Jim.
only
And
Jim.
as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Jim, Jim, Jim,
Do you
Jim,
feel
Jim,
it
Jim, Jim,
deeply?
Jim, Jim,
Are
Jim,
you
Jim, Jim,
really,
Jim,
truly Jim right now?
Jim,
If
Jim,
so,
Jim,
then
Jim, Jim,
please
Jim, Jim,
step
Jim, Jim,
forward
Jim,
and
Jim,
press the
Jim,
button.
Jim, Jim, Jim. Jim, 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 Jim. My name is Jim. Just Jim, 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 Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush.
Don't talk
that was
about
you.
Timmy.
The button described you. Do
I
it
don't
again,
know who
do it
Timmy
again.
is. I did again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Narrator,
if this were the
is your name
only new
Jim?
feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
No!
Jim.
That's not fair! My name's Jim! I don't know anyone named Jim in real life either. Can I hit these buttons? No? Okay. Well, I tried. It won't let me.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out
Can't believe I
later.
broke it. I did break it. If I took a screenshot of the game, what would happen? Would he know that I took a screenshot? What is that noise? How do you take a screenshot in the game? How do you do it on Steam? Do you guys know? What's my screenshot button? I want to take a screenshot of the please no screenshot. F12. Is it F12? I took a screenshot. Ha ha ha. I'll take another screenshot. You can't stop me! Infinite hole? Better wait. I better make sure I know what all is in this area. Thank you, though. I mean, it's cool looking for merch, I get. The reassurance bucket. What?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration,
where is it?
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be
How do I
less
get the bucket?
uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Mine. Mine!
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Why can't they have
must already
bucket?
be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket
This
lends
is
you an
my
air of
this is the
charisma
best
as
feature. I
well?
have
I
companion.
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I got bucket. The infinite circle?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
What are you
I
gonna do,
think that
narrator?
in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
That's so terrible. I mean, okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Easy achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I've been lied to. I should be able to get this if I do this long enough, maybe. Man, narrator, you're lying to me. All I have for comfort is this bucket, and it's a better friend than you. I feel like I'm being lied to.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh, jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
How was I to know that if you used your jump things, it would work? You know, it would do that. I didn't know. Anything else?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
So what's up here?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
I'm grabbing,
I
I'm
don't want
going.
to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
My guy, why you gotta make it so weird?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
So what's the infinite hole? Oh. It just keeps going? What?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well. Is this what you wanted, narrator?
See, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I gotta keep falling.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever?
Me.
The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
I am a problem. I'm your fucking
Things got a
problem.
little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the... Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you.
Yeah, I'm for your fucking
The problem is
problem.
that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the
I
end
crave
of time.
death.
Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing... Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any
he's
shorter.
getting my idea.
There it is. The shape. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the,
I'm
teleport
stuck in a
button
hole.
working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I have bucket. There's 3 of us. I'm surprised that the hole got shorter though. It's okay. What's that noise? Of course I get the hole. Something is going on, but I don't know what it... Oh. I'm going down. I fixed it! I fixed your hole! Oh, hell yeah, let's go. It's just like my perception. Why is this so funny? Why is this a thing? That sounds weird. Ooh? They make it so weird.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
I can change my reality. Oh god.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Dude, you can do so much though. This is what you do, Ritsu? Change your perception, this sounds funny. Why does it get worse? Wait, change myself? Am I a robot? Why am I allowed to do this? What is that? What is this? Oh, bro, that face though.
Stanley! Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in
Everything
this
was so
hole,
going
and I'm
weird.
looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
I'll make it out of the fucking hole. Oh, we're going again? What the fuck? No! My... I want to be in the hole! My bucket! I have the bucket! Hole.
Here
I want...
we are. Go on.
I want
Try
the
out
hole
some of the
again.
new features.
No, I want the hole again. I want to know what else I can turn myself into. I'm Susie focusing on good music. I won't mess with the music too much, but I want to know my reality and what I can change myself into. I was fat for a while. That was funny. You think I can be a chicken? I'm gonna see if I can become a chicken. I want to be a chicken. Hey, let me in. No! From the hole! You can't do this for me! Asshole! I want to be in the hole! I feel robbed. This isn't fair. Why would they do this to me? I can't even be in the hole again. I wanted to see if I become a chicken. Ugh, so mean. I'm leaving. I'm leaving, narrator. Fuck this place. You denied me my hole. I can't forgive you.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Why is there a thing here? I mean, it's funny. I like it a lot. Oh. I get out of here?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
Being the size of a bison?
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Look, I think I got hiccups.
Together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Hole! Hole! Let me get in the hole!
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
the hole,
sort of...
narrator!
Okay,
the hole! I want to be in the hole.
Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all.
I see a shiny bucket down there.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What am I doing? Ah. Why does this look like a horror game? Narrator, what are you getting me into?
This is the story of a man named Stan.
Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You changed everything on me, but this is not buying my obedience. Can't just block that off. And balloons. Balloons everywhere.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
Where's the bucket?
Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket? Bucket? Where? Where was your bucket? Where's the bucket? Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I'm happy. I didn't know I walked right by
Stanley
it.
touched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Fine.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the
I don't want to
broom
betray the
closet is putting on your
bucket.
shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How there?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off.
How
for
dare
its
you? This is my
demeaning
friend.
comments.
You can be friends today
Expand on
too.
the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
I pick up
Share your
bucket. We went through a
journal
hole.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I go back in there. They don't care. Okay.
Okay, I've got you something which I think would... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Oh, fuck,
upstairs
I'm going
to
back
the
there.
boss's
No!
office.
It's not called a bucket closet. That is true. Can I go up here? I go in here. Ah, gosh. Well, I'll take that.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure
I
of
see,
a
I
job
see.
well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Let's we go back down then instead. Will I find something interesting down here?
Another miniature
Yeah, I will.
Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines?
Stanlerines?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Cool.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh wait, I think I
He
went the
might be
wrong way.
fired for
No.
that. And in such a
No, I wanna do that again. I don't want that ending. It's okay, we'd be
now,
fine.
Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it
Bucket,
a painting?
let's go.
Or Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I fall to my death with the bucket. You're like, I just need my bucket, okay?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Gator.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I jumped to my
Stanley took the door
death.
on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh my god, that's funny! I love that! Is there a thing in here, by the way? No? Okay. I like that. I like that I could just kill
All of
my
his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, Bucket, let's do this again.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Let's go that way, all the way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
I like
was
the
simply
bucket.
the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
The bucket was
The bucket was
wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, we're going here.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the Good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
I could
something up
try.
there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
Can I
Stanley
go
chose
in that
not
room?
to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
There's something
asked.
over here. What is this? Bucket, where are we
No,
going?
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to
didn't
bring
know.
a bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
What we got?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation
gonna say
of a
everything
bucket,
is not a
an
bucket.
actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It's totally a bucket. You can use that as a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
No.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Ah, damn.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
No.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, When I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a
I like
bucket is?
this.
Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay.
What if I do this? You can't do it if I do this. I can have my bucket. You're not taking my bucket away from me.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Take my bucket away from me. No, I need my bucket. I need my bucket. You don't understand.
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I just want to do one thing,
Stanley
okay?
clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the
Look,
bucket
you
calling
can't
to
take
him,
my bucket
telling
away
him
from
that
me.
the employee lounge
I
was
need
simply
my
the place
bucket.
to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
I do want to see.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I haven't disobeyed anything.
No,
Said the bucket.
I've
don't go
disobeyed
to
some
the meeting
things.
room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Oh, what
There's
the fuck?
something
There's
up
a
there
thing
I
over
need
there.
you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't
How do I
talk.
get over there?
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
The bucket needs me, okay?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
A bucket.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we...
I picked up phone with a bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
I don't think that's an issue.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Let's go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
I ignore anyone in your life except for me. Let's go.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
He's getting
Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
This is funny.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
It's like the ring.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
My bucket! Okay. I like my bucket. My bucket is friend.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, I'm still
Stanley
no
decided to
input
go to
thing
the
though.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So if I disobey the bucket this
Stanley
time,
picked up
what will
the bucket and
happen?
smiled. He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
So what if I do that but
Stanley
unplug the
clutched
thing?
the bucket tightly to his This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm
But
exploring
Stanley
a little
had felt
bit.
the bucket
That
calling
could
to
be
him,
nice.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Let me see. If
Stanley
I...
took the door on his
There was
left
also a
to go
thing
back
over
to the
here though,
meeting room.
too.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Hold on, there's a collectible over here. I want that.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Where does this take me? Oh. Well, I am somewhere. What did I find?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always
Am I addicted to the bucket?
same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour
Oh, God.
with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me.
What's that? Who's there?
Why my bucket? That's a thing, I guess. I just wanted my bucket.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Bucket.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
I'm not addicted to bucket. The bucket is addicted to me.
Clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I do want to see if I unplug the phone, what will happen. I got distracted. But I want to go back to the phone room. I want to see if I can unplug it.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Your bucket was
Stanley
wrong.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I'm
But
not
Stanley
addicted
chose
to a
not
bucket,
think about
though.
this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I'm not. I'm not addicted to bucket. Who would be addicted to bucket? Not me.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Nah.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
I just wanted to try this.
Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing?
You
How
not
does it work?
have it.
How long
I'm
should
not
it last?
addicted.
How can it be used to effectively
You're just
silence
jealous
your
of my
political
bucket.
enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper.
I'm learning so much
If you've ever
today.
told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Wait.
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm dunny with the funny."
I'm dunny with the
screaming,
funny.
"I'm dunny with the funny now."
I'm dunny with the funny, you know? You guys, that was our loudest voice. Did it work?
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they
I have a
were
survey
throughout
for
the
you
joke
guys.
is the only way to grow or
Don't
learn as
worry.
a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times. just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all,
why does this give me
each of us
Fallout
needed on the
vibes?
front lines of the
Wait,
war
what?
to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble
What is
cause,
this?
just as our children
Star
must do
Trooper?
after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Is this Star Trooper? Star Troopers? Is that what it is with the fucking bugs?
Goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of
confused.
proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay. If I go back in here. Can I re-plug in the phone? No, I can't. Okay. I think we're in the Star Trooper universe. Bitch, you're making it so I can't jump.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
You know that is
Talking
true.
buckets, you'll say how ridiculous, how absurd.
Yeah,
what a
yeah, broom
hilarious
closet.
Concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now? Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh, that one room's gone. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back and, go back into the broom closet, because that's where we belong, is the broom closet.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
What?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not?
I'm gone.
The delivery. Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
Oh, it can be left in the broom closet? We'll try that.
Part of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Oh, it's 10. Damn. Okay. Oh! The room changed! Wow, I'll do this one playthrough. Why did the room change?
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Broom closet, broom closet, broom closet. Cool.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Not my
You can feel that,
bucket!
can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as
My
clear as day. This
bucket.
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must
How do I
be.
hand over the bucket?
Given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet
This
off for
broom
its
closet is
demeaning
really mean.
comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Oh? I did not know that.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I'm
All
in.
right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I see. What now?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah, we good. I don't think I can hand over my bucket, but it is kind of funny. Ah, so I guess if I would have listened the first time, it would have
Coming
worked.
to the staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I go in the elevator. And go down. See, we got nice elevator music, it's fine. I wish this would actually take me somewhere, but I think it just vibrates in place. This elevator is broken. Very broken.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this
What was
revelation,
this, like
Stanley may have broken
2,
down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bucket is friend. Bucket is life. Bucket knows what to do. Give me
You're
that.
getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll
Figler
collect the first one, and then
Anlarines?
the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have
Figler
them all. You can't go
Anlarines?
back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
Figler Anlarines. Okay, okay. A bucket. We're gonna go take control of the mind control device and go there. We are the buckets? Yes. We are a bucket. You're bucket beans
The
now.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
We gonna be fine.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I got this. I got this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
And, whoop.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
That one says
Everyone in
fire.
the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I don't know how I can
I'd
do
never seen
stuff.
anything like this, and it very
I don't think
nearly
I
burst
can.
into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Is the
No!
bucket?
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I really am attached to this bucket, aren't I?
But here was the
I
proof.
still don't understand
The
this
heart of
puzzle.
the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
Not addicted.
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
I got bonked. Why did I get bonked?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Sneeze in every country?
To begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What
happened? No!
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No!
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Man, that's funny. This game is interesting with all these different things, but I will have to stop now. That is a very, very interesting game though. I've never played a game like that before. And well, I like it, to be honest. No, it's fun. Like, hold on. I do find it fun. The narrator's my role model. Just disappointed and wanting to be in control of it too. Okay, I get it. You're a control freak. Got it. I see what you're into. Yeah, no, I've never played a game like that before, and it's really fun. I mean, it does get a little repetitive to the point of, oh yeah, if I just go through this, and that, I can get what I want. But the fact that they add the bucket is really funny. No, he wants to be controlled. No, that's a really good game though. I like that. It is different. Many endings, many secrets. I don't doubt it. I feel like there is a lot there. Like, if I can get past the self-destruction phase of the mind control device, if I can figure out that puzzle, that would be really cool, but I will admit my brain is not at 100% because I am tired. I only got like... how many hours of sleep? I don't even remember. I was not happy because I got woken up by flies buzzing in my room, and I'm like, why are you here? I just want to sleep. It wasn't just one fly. I killed the first fly. I hunted that asshole down and I smushed him. And I swatted him down with a piece of mail, and I stuck him on fly tape because I was angry at him. Then I go to sleep. Went back to sleep around 11-ish, and then I woke up at 1, and then there's another fly buzzing, and I'm like, no, I am not dealing with this. So I chased it around and got it out of my room. Ah, yes, thank you. I was... I'll get these head pats. I was very upsetty because it's like, goddamn flies, why are you in here? Very soft ears, well, thank you. I'm hoping... Oh, God. Still a little bit tired. Like, I am tired. But I work tomorrow. So I get to wake up, get food made, and then go to work. And maybe RP a little bit more if I feel like it. Hopefully I do, but you never know with the mood. Thank you. Thank you. I might go to bed early, like around 4 a.m. instead of the usual 6. I mean, I went to bed early. I went to bed at 5 a.m. this morning. I might try to go at 4, just so I can get some extra sleep and just keep my door shut. Cause that was so annoying. It was so bad, and I'm like, that wasn't that bad. Well, depending on what time I wake up, I usually sleep for like 10 to 12 hours. The latest I've been sleeping is 8 lately. Because my body has been waking up a little bit earlier than it's supposed to. Which isn't bad, it's just a little bit annoying. But yeah, nothing too bad. Oh, Fluff, were you trying to get that star? Here, have a star. You can grab that, right? Where are you, Fluff? Right there? Cool. Hey, look at that. You got the star. I forget I can just do that to people. It's funny. Just yay. Yeah, no. Oh god. I see Dre flying, I see Wolf flying, I see everyone just flying. I did not do this. Just to let you guys know. Oh no, stop now. Everyone's trying to come back. That's funny. But yeah, I'm stopping stream for tonight because I started at 7. I've been at it for a while, so I gotta... Definitely tired. Rich is becoming the narrator. Man, that's no fun. Why would you blame me like that? I'm already depressed. You don't gotta make it worse. But, yeah, I'll be ending stream now since I usually stream at 7 p.m. and it's now like past 10. I still wanna relax and vibe before I gotta sleep. So, the beans I saw that we can raid, we're gonna raid Chroma. He's playing a Pokemon game. But I haven't seen Chroma in a while, so...
North had no idea what she would do without the bucket. The bucket was such an overwhelming comfort that it allowed her to rest easily. Now suffering without the bucket, what could she possibly do without the bucket in her possession?
I feel called out here. I do not appreciate that, Xiaobei. My feels. Why would you do this? I mean, I trust you and all, but... the feels. But anyway, bucket with Gilgamesh sticker on it. If I had that, it'd be amazing. Fuck, I love that. But yeah, next week we might have a collab with the fun and fluffy Fluffarex again. Might play some Phasmo, might play something else. Don't know yet. Why you gotta mess with my gills like that? My poor man. Hi, Fluff. She might have a life. Gilga bucket. My feels. I'm really tired. I might have to make some tea. Gilgat. Wolf, but you're on this. I am Sag. My husbando deserves better. I'm just saying. I have my Archer Gillet NP6. I love him. Ozzy is NP5. I gotta get those 2 beans to 120 with the... Oh, fuck. I'm hoping I can get Caster Umu. Caster Umu is adorable. I love her. I love swimsuit Umu. For once, I actually like a servant that has a swimsuit on. But, yeah, either tonight or a different night, I will post a new schedule. We gotta get some stuff sorted out first. Schedule should be out by the latest, Tuesday. Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, my rate thing went. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.